I can predict who will win the sale in 60 seconds, and here's how. So last week, I watched two salespeople pitch the exact same client with the exact same deal. And within 1 minute, I knew exactly who would close it. And guess what? I was right. And here's the crazy part. It had nothing to do with their pitch, their product, or even their price. Most salespeople lose the sale before they even start speaking. Now, let me break down 3 things that told me everything that I needed to know. Number 1. Their state. The winning salesperson walked in with the perfect posture, spoke with certainty, and had this calm energy. The loser? Slouched shoulders, fidgety hands, and you could feel the desperation from across the room. You see, your body language screams louder than your words ever will. Number 2, control. The winner immediately took charge of the conversation. They asked the first question, they set the agenda, they framed the meeting. The other guy, he waited to be told what to do by the prospect. If you're not controlling the frame, you're losing already. And here's what's most important, like the connection. Within 30 seconds, I could see one client leaning towards the one who was actually winning, and the other one was leaning away. What does that tell you? The person who was mirroring the salesperson was in rapport with them. Now think about it like this. Influence is like electricity. You can see the current flowing between people long before a word is even said. And the best part, these aren't gifts you're born with. They're skills you can learn and fix instantly once you know what to look for. By the time most salespeople start their pitch, the decision's already made. You see, the question is, will you be the person who wins in the first 60 seconds? Or are you going to be the one who carries on chasing, hoping that the prospect buys from you? Now, in this video, I want to support you with some things that you can do to start winning before you even open your mouth. Now, why should you listen to me? My name's Jason James. Over the last decade, I've taken what I used to do in psychiatric nursing and applied it right here into sales. That has allowed me to personally close over 22 million in sales, and my clients have gone on to generate over 200 million and growing, all by using something that I call the invisible sales method. I've taken all of my background knowledge, all of the secrets from psychology and psychiatry, and everything that I used to do to influence patients, to help them to take their treatment, and I've brought it right here into sales. And my clients are getting phenomenal results using this stuff. We don't use scripts. We don't have to, role play all the time. All we do is understand ourselves, understand human behavior, learn how to ask better questions, and just have conversations with people and impart on them what we call conversational change to help them to make a buying decision. Now, if anyone out there tells you that you don't need psychology, you don't need influence, you just need to follow a script, I would run away from that person, personally, just saying, okay? And the reason for that, and look, this might even be your sales manager right now. So if your sales manager is making you read a script, tell them to come and speak to me. Not because they are bad, it's because I want them to do better. And they don't know what I know. And I'd love to help them with that. Okay, I'd love to help you with that. But anyway, let's get started with this video. So how do you win the sale before it even begins? Well, first and foremost, look, how are you conducting yourself? How are you conducting yourself? And I'm not talking about on the call. I'm talking about outside of the call. Like, how do you carry yourself? Do you look after yourself? Do you take care of yourself? And I'm talking about physically too. Okay, now look, it's interesting because I get a lot of slack sometimes when I talk about this, but I'm a realist and I want to be perfectly blunt and honest with you. As a health clinician, as a practitioner myself, think about it. In my nursing days, if I was unhealthy, if I was a mess, if I was just looking like a state, do you think that's making my patients have any confidence in me? Do you think my employer would be happy knowing that we're supposed to be healing and helping and nursing other people and I look like the one who needs the freaking nursing? Do you think they'd be happy? No. It's the same in sales. When you are talking to a prospect, how are you showing up? Yes, physically. What do you look like? Are you dressed the part? Do you look like you just woke up? Do you look just disheveled? Have you not shaved? Have you not combed your hair? Are you not wearing the right dress? Like, what's going on? How are you showing up at work? How are you showing up in your life? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking care of what you put in your body? Like, what are you doing? Because all of these things will affect the sale. Because I guarantee you, in fact, you know what? Humor me for a second. If you walked into a gym right now and you were looking to choose a personal trainer to help you reach your fitness goals, and you were presented with 2 options, person number 1, who was chiseled, in shape, looked like they clearly take care of themselves, or person number 2, who looked like they also needed a personal trainer because they were overweight, out of shape, and looked completely disheveled. Just be honest with me. Who would you naturally choose? Now, for those of you who are actually, being honest about this, what would you do? You would choose the person who looks the part. Am I right? So let's put it into perspective. If your prospect is walking into, I don't know, a car showroom right now, and they've got 2 salespeople, maybe you work in car sales right now, and you look a mess, and your colleague looks prim and proper, who do you think they're going to gravitate towards? Think about it. So when people say, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, absolute nonsense in sales. Everybody is judging you. They're judging you from the minute they walk through the door, from the minute they see you. Like sometimes, I see salespeople go to meetings at times with a notepad and a pen that they stole from the hotel they were staying at last night. Like, come on, what is that signaling to the prospect? You can't even afford to buy your own pen and notepad? Like, we've got people walking into meetings with broken screens on their iPhones, putting them on the table in front of the prospect like you're happy or proud of it. Like, they're judging you. They're like, hey, if you can't even look after your screen on your phone, how are you going to look after me? Do you see what's happening here? This is all to do with human behavior. This is what I'm trying to say to you guys. How are you showing up outside of work? Because it's not just how you present in work. Is this a norm for you? Do you take pride in yourself outside of work? Do you do things correctly? Do you finish what you start? Because if you don't, then there's no point trying to pretend to do it at work, because you've got to take on this identity of being this person who goes out there and crushes it in all areas of their life. Because I believe sales happens in every single part of our lives. Look, if you want your partner to believe in you more, if you want your partner to trust you, if you want your partner to back your goals and back your vision, then you've got to give them a reason to do that. But if you're at home and you're not being this person who's trying to crush it, you're waking up late, you're eating crap, you're doing all these kind of things or whatever, do you really think your partner's going to believe you when you say, I've got all these goals and aspirations? They're thinking the same. Hey, look, if you can't even look after yourself at home, how on God's earth are you going to get to these goals at work? So then they don't want to support you. You've got to give them a reason to. So that basically means how you do anything is how you do everything. How you show up at home is how you're going to show up at work. So how are you showing up? Because that will affect you before you even go and make the sale. Now, if you are taking care of yourself, if you're looking after your mind, if you're looking after your body, if you're looking after your spirit, if you're doing all of these wonderful things outside of work, guess what's going to happen? When you show up at work, guess what? Your vibration, your frequency, your energy is going to be in a completely different level. Now, you know what I'm talking about. You've all taken some time at some point to look after yourselves. For those of you who currently look after yourselves, I salute you. For those of you who've fallen off the wagon, get back on it, man. Like, you've all been there before, where you've been looking after yourself, eating right, working out, doing all those great things, working on yourself, presenting properly, even getting dressed. Look, and I'm not talking about having a six-pack or being chiseled. Even if you are currently overweight, can you look better? Of course, get up, get dressed, look sharp. Look sharp. How great do you feel when you are dressed well? Ever heard the saying, look good, feel good? It's not just a saying, it's true. Have you ever been having a crap day, but then you got dressed up and you put your makeup on or whatever it is you've done, you got your dress on, you got your, whatever it is you're doing, what you do to get glammed up, like wearing your best suit, your best shoes, wherever it is. How did you feel when you walked outside? $1 million. Well, if you feel $1 million because of the way you dressed, by feeling $1 million, are you not going to close $1 million? You're going to close more, aren't you? Think about it. It's a simple thing, but it's important, because then suddenly what happens is you become that person who's vibing on a different frequency, and you are ultimately going to win the sale before you've even sold, because the prospect's like, that person looks after themselves, so I guess they're going to look after me too. Think about it, okay? Now, what else can you do? Because it's not just about your physical appearance, right? It's about how you carry yourself in terms of your conversation, your tonality, your eye contact, and your certainty. All these things are very, very important. So think about it. When you meet someone for the first time, are you looking them in the eye when you shake their hand? Are you looking away? Is it what we call a wet fish, a wet handshake? Like, what are you doing? Like, all these things affect how you influence people, okay? You've got to speak with certainty. You've got to take control of the situation. You've got to show people that you are certain within yourself. Now, here's the interesting thing, and I've done another YouTube video on this. You can go and find it, but I talk about how confidence is nonsense. Because I know some people are watching this right now and go, Jess, but you know what? Okay, I can dress the part. I can wear the suit. I can put the dress on. I can look amazing. I can do that. I can do all of that stuff. But I lack confidence, Jess. So that's why, even though I look good, the minute I open my mouth, the prospect's gonna still not take me seriously because I lack confidence. Well, what I was trying to say in my previous video on this is that confidence is nonsense. It's nonsense. Look, take it from me, an ex-psychiatric nurse. I'm telling you now, confidence is nonsense. I am not the most confident person in the world. People think, oh, but hang on, Justin, you're lying. No, 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 no. I am not naturally the most confident person in the world. I tell you what I am done, though. I'm certain. I'm certain in my ability to sell. I'm certain in my ability to serve. I'm certain in my ability to teach. I'm certain in my ability to figure things out. And I'm certain in my ability to be great at whatever it is that I put my hand to. And that certainty breeds confidence. I'll say that again. Certainty breeds confidence. The more certain you are, the more confident you become. Think about it. Have you ever been having an argument with someone and you know you're right? Like you just know you're right. What happens to your confidence? Suddenly it goes up. You start seeing someone who's very timid go, "Row," right? It's like, it's just so natural because when you're certain, confidence comes out. So how do you transfer that into sales? Well, if you're looking great, you're already winning. And then you go into a conversation in your mind, accessing a state of certainty. Now, the best way to do that is before you go into the conversation, you access how many people have you helped before? How many results have you got for people? How certain are you that you know you can help this person you're about to speak to? How certain are you that you've got an incredible product or a service? The more you stack on this certainty, guess what happens? Suddenly your confidence goes up. You do this next time you meet someone, next time you make a call, watch how your tone changes. You go from being on the back foot to being on the front foot because you're taking ownership. It's like you're proud of what you're doing. Is this making sense? So make sure you access a state of certainty. Now, the other thing, which I'll talk about in another video in more detail, is how you use your voice, your tonality. Because for many salespeople, they're either umming and ahhing, and then they're using what we call questioning tones, which is basically, rather than using command tones, they're basically sounding like they're asking for permission from the prospect. It's like, please buy from me, please. Like the prospect asks, well, what's the price? And it's only 20,000. That's a question tone. Rather than going, the investment is only 20,000. That's it. That's it. Okay, so it's a difference. Okay, and I'll dive more into that in another video. But my point is, if you can show up, if you can look the part, if you can access a state of certainty, if you can control your tonality, you will make more sales. You will win. Because at the end of the day, no prospect wants to buy from someone that they don't feel certain about. And that's what I'm trying to say, guys. You've got to adopt an identity as a salesperson. You've got to look to level up in all areas of your life. You've got to look, I know it's hard, but you've got to get your shit together outside of work too. You really, really do. I hope this is ringing true to some of you listening to this right now. And I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to bash you. It's your life. Do what you want. Look, there's only one person that can judge us, and that's God, not me. I'm here to just share what I believe works and what many others see working in the marketplace. And I think you know deep down what I'm saying makes sense. So sort yourself out at home. Get your act together. Show up tomorrow with a different vibe, a different energy. Watch what starts to happen. Okay? Now, look, I want to help you more with this because it's not just about showing up and getting dressed. It's about knowing how to have sustainable conversations with people without needing scripts and without being on the back foot all the time. It's about learning how to sell without selling. It's about using something called conversational change. It's about adapting what I call my invisible sales method into your current sales pipeline. How do you sell without even using a script? How do you sell without selling? How do you use psychological persuasion techniques in a way that freaking, MI5 and Secret Service people use in high stakes negotiations? How do you use that right now to ethically influence someone to buy your stuff? Well, you can't just do that on your own, and there's only so many YouTube videos you can watch. So I implore you right now to do one of two things. Number one, either click away and try it on your own, or number two, do what most winners do, which is actually ask for help, because they know by getting help, it will collapse the time frame and it will get them to where they want to go quicker. All of my clients that come through my door get results fast, in as little as 24 hours using my invisible sales method. And the best part for you right now, you can find out for free whether it's going to be something that will work for you, because we have a no pitch policy when we speak to people to start off with. So our initial conversation with you is just to get to know you and find out whether this is something that we can install in your business right now. So whether you're selling your products yourself, whether you're selling someone else's products, or whether you're a sales leader or business leader who has a team of people that need training, we can help you with that. And it costs you nothing to find out whether we can help you or not. So somewhere around this video, there'll either be a link in the description, or you can comment the word sales down below. If you comment the word sales down below, what we will do is we'll reach out to you personally. I'll reach out to you. I'll send you some details on how you can book into either my calendar or my executive team's calendar, so we can have a quick conversation with you about how we can potentially install the invisible sales method into your business, into your sales pipeline. And the best bit is it costs you nothing to find out. We've got super affordable options for every single one of you out there, depending on where you're at and what budget you've got to work with. So like I said, conversations cost nothing. And I want you to have the edge over your competition, because when you start using the invisible sales method, whoa, man, you will have an unfair advantage over your competition. You will ethically outsell every single one of them, and they won't even know what the heck is going on, but you will. So comment sales down below, or click on the link that's somewhere around in the description and get yourself enrolled. Let's have a conversation. All right. Anyway, other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give me a like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell. You could probably notice right now I'm trying to get this channel to grow. I want this channel to grow. I want to make sales great again. I want people to learn what I know, and I want it to go global. And by you, whether you work with me or not, just liking, subscribing, hitting that notification bell, it's going to help us get this message out to more people. So go ahead and do that. I'll be very, very grateful. And until the next video, I wish you all the wealth, health, success, and happiness that you truly deserve.